What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be kind of going through Season 2 when we think it's going to drop. Is it this Friday? Is it next Friday? We're going through Gridiron Forge 3 because that is confirmed for this Thursday as well. We are most likely, I'd probably say 90%, we are going to get something to do with Team Affinity this Friday. Whether that's Team Builders 3, Team Standouts 1 maybe, or there's a slight chance for Team Diamonds 2, although I think that's a long shot. But hopping to kind of the content, or not the content, but just kind of some information, what we know right now. What do we know right now? What do we get information wise today from Good Morning Madden? Well, Team Affinity, this is kind of some clues leading to when Season 2 is going to announce, or when it's going to be announced, when it's going to be launched. Team Builder 2 goals do expire this Thursday, and every time we have seen Team Affinity goals expire, we've got something the following day having to do with kind of new content with Team Affinity. So when the Team Builder 1 goals expired on the Thursday, the next Friday we got Team Diamonds. When the Team Diamond goals expired on Thursday, we got Team Builders 2 the next Friday. And well, we're getting our Team Builders 2 goals expiring this Thursday, so we are probably going to get something to do with this Friday. And as well, Gridiron Forge 2 solos are expiring this Thursday, so if you haven't done them like me, make sure you get on them. You always want to pick up that Jalen Phillips in case he gets a card later down the road, need it for power up or whatever. But hopping into kind of the news and notes from the Good Morning Madden, because they did kind of announce a couple things this morning on stream.
Also, Season 2 Ultimate Pass, I understand a lot of people out there on social have been saying it's been 90 days. What's going on with this? The team is definitely already working on that. More details on when Season 2 for the Ultimate Pass will refresh later this week. I'm waiting on some details. I know we're on day 95. People are tweeting us, counting down the days of how we've gone beyond 90 days. Totally understand that. The team is putting some final tweaks to that, so it is a little bit delayed. But more information on when it's going to drop. Hopefully I can give you some more info maybe tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. If not, definitely by Thursday. So there you have it.
So a lot of information to gather. Basically, Kralo is saying that Season 2 has kind of been delayed. They know they've gone over kind of that 90-day period. We've gotten word basically in previous streams that they'll give us a week heads up. However, I think they're in a little rush. I don't think they want to drop Season 2 really that close to the Christmas promo. So he's pretty much as well. We're going to get information maybe Wednesday morning, but most likely Thursday morning. In terms of like kind of options, what do we have for the next kind of couple weeks? I think there's two real paths that we go down for the Christmas promo in Season 2. Option A, we have Season 2 dropping this Friday, and that would kind of give room for there to be a week long of Season 2 grinding that, and then we probably get the Christmas promo starting either Friday or the following Monday. As well, we could basically, now it's not nothing this Friday, of course. We think we're getting Team Affinity, we're getting Gridiron Forge Thursday, so there's still a little bit of content this week, but that would kind of push Season 2 to the next Friday, the 10th of December. I personally do not like this because I think Season 2 and get the Christmas promo start would basically, like unless they start Season 2 Christmas promo on the same day, which I highly doubt, pretty sure we'll make Season 2 drop the Friday, and the Christmas promo week 1 will kind of drop the 13th, the Monday, and I think that just doesn't give us enough time in between. I know a lot of you guys, and I'm like myself, I like to basically grind to level 50, either it's field goals, quick slants. Basically, I like to throw on a Netflix documentary, I like to throw on a movie, and basically grind out the levels while we get the new rewards. So I wouldn't really like to have it Season 2. I'd be grinding all weekend, and then boom, we're right into Christmas. I kind of want a little break. Give us a week long to kind of pace ourselves basically with the level grinding. But hopping into kind of now what we know. Well, we know Gridiron Forge 3 is dropping this Thursday. Is there anything we could do to kind of invest and plan ahead? And it's just no. For Gridiron Forge 3, there's not much. We know we're probably going to get, it was a 92 overall. This came out, I believe, a month ago. So probably going to get a 94 overall if I had to guess, maybe 93, 94. Hopefully it is a really solid card. Can't really guess who it's going to be. But in terms of Team Affinity 2, maybe Team Builders 3, or not Team Affinity 2, Team Builders 2, Team Builders 3, Team Standouts, there is something we could basically do, not necessarily investing wise to make coins, but there's something I like to do with our binders basically that can kind of prep and make us a little bit of extra coins. Team Builders 2, of course, you guys all know what requires for this set. Team Builders 2, if you didn't know, it's a really great coin making method. Still works to this day. It's going to be working all year pretty much. There's just, the only way to get these cards is through the set, so they're very rare on the auction house. There's only like 4 or 5 up each at a time, but the set requires, of course, an 85, 3 83 84s, and 4 80 82s. So taking that information and what we can do with it, well, November 4th, we kind of got the word of Team Builders 2. Of course, we got the stream and the tweets basically releasing all the 88 overall Team Builders 2. And then, of course, the cards went live in the game November 5th. And, well, taking a look at the 83 overall core elite market, because that was the market that was most affected by the Team Builders 2 and will probably be the most effective by Team Builders 3 or any Team Affinity drop we get, because, well, their cards are kind of required for this set, and 80 overalls are kind of too cheap to keep going down. 85 overalls, especially with the bow nose reroll, those cards will never really completely be super cheap, but the 83 overalls kind of have room to grow, and we saw on November 5th 83 overalls went from about 5 to 6k, and they spiked all the way up to 10k. Now, it was only a 1 day window, because you got to understand, Team Builders and Team Affinity, especially like Team Builders 3, the cards are probably going to be 90 91 overall at most, so they aren't necessarily high-end meta cards. The hype for them really kind of lasts a day, and then it's like, all right, we're over Team Builders 3, what's next? So the hype dies down really fast, but we can't really say anything in terms of investing. I'm not going to go out and not telling you guys to go out there and buy 20 to 25 83 overalls for 4,000 coins. However, I know I say however a lot. If you're in your binder and you have some 83 overalls, even if you have some 85s and some 80s, 80 overalls specifically, they can't go any lower. 83 overalls, I don't think they can go any lower, and really 85s can't go any lower as well. I think instead of actually selling these cards off before this Friday, we actually keep these cards in our binder, because, well, they can't go any lower. The only way they can go is up, and what we saw from Team Builders 2, the 83 market pretty much almost doubled in price. So if you have some 83s lying around from Blitz Promo, I'd actually say to hold these, man. They're 4,000 coins. The coin kind of, why I'm not really investing in this is the jump isn't going to be that much. Let's just be honest. 83 overall market, if there is a spike, it's going to be from like 4 to 7,000 coins. So you can't really make a lot of coins off that, right? It's like 1.5k after tax. However, if you have cards in your binder, just kind of hold them, squeeze that extra little coins out of them for pretty much all low elites. Not really 80. Once you get up to 86 plus, I do think we should be selling off this week. Of course, we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. This is kind of what I'm talking about with the 86 plus market. We're due for basically a odds boost. I talked about this in Market Monday, but the last odds boost was the 11th of November, and really before the 11th of November, we were getting these in kind of 3-week cycles, and we're on our basically 4th or 5th week, I believe, without an odds boost. So we are due, basically. Personally, I think they should just, the domino should fall. We should get Team Builders 3, Gridiron Forge, odds boost in Season 2 this Friday. It would keep the momentum basically going with Madden as we go into the holiday season, go into the Christmas promo. But taking now a look at a refresh of what we got in Season 1, because Season 1, Madden was hyping up Season 1, the kind of ultimate season program, as kind of a 90-day period, and these would be kind of really big. It'd be a lot bigger than basically these series. So they're 90 days. The main cards we got from the level or the series Season 1, Devin Hester, Junior Seau, Season Champions. You could choose one of two. Those got up to 92 overall. And then we kind of got some Series Masters with 89 Linval and 91 George Kittle. Of course, we can't really invest. The only really investment there is maybe to predict the ultimate season cards like the Linval and the George Kittle. If I had to guess, I'm not really investing in these cards because it's a dart throw, man. I would probably say it's a core league that hasn't gotten an upgrade. They've been kind of planned for this month. I think it's going to be a skill position, at least on offense. So we're probably going to get like DeAndre Hopkins, Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams for one of those cards. They should be really 95, 96 overall. If you remember, 92 overalls in the beginning of they were in the game day one. They were pretty high overall. The highest core elite was an 88. The highest legend was a 90 after week 1. So they were the highest cards in the game for a good solid month. Hopefully the Season 2 new cards are the Season 2 Master cards are the highest overall in the game. We're also going to get a Cam Chancellor Mutt Master upgrade. And well, we went through kind of the rewards. There's not much to talk about, of course. It's been typical for the past 3 years. You get coins, you get training points, you get some packs. Of course, they're not very good, but you do get some power passes, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But now, I know I'm a broken record. I talked about this in Blitz, but again, it's kind of the same thing as we prep for Season 2. Clear out your binder if that's core silvers, if that's core golds, if that's really any cards above, I'd say 86 overall that aren't really going to be included in the Team Affinity sets. I've talked about this in Market Monday, but a lot of our Christmas investments, we have this unique kind of opportunity basically where we bought over Blitz weekend, and now the market has kind of slowly risen, and we bought a lot of these 89 overalls, for example, at like 20,000 coins, and they're at 30,000 coins at minimum. So the profit is there. Let's have this. It's a unique opportunity, like I said, where we bought over Blitz weekend, we can sell back in the middle of this week, and then we can buy these cards back whenever the pack odds boost hits or Season 2 hits, because there will be a drop in the market whenever that drops, either it's this Friday or next Friday. So binder kind of management, make sure you again sell off your silver, sell off your golds, not necessarily your low elites and your low overall elites, but your higher overall elites, maybe your blitz investments. I would look to basically get rid of these by Wednesday night. And then to kind of wrap things up with the power up pass, because I do believe there is some planning you guys should do, and I'm going to do personally with the power passes. Of course, we got the 89 to 90 overalls from the Blitz store this weekend, 91, 92 power pass as well. Well, what am I really talking about? Well, there's not really like a thing you can do right this instance, right? With buying power-ups basically that you're going to power up with the power pass. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But I do think you kind of, pull out your phone and really kind of look to note down a couple cards that you actually are planning basically to power up pass through season 2, because you're going to get these power passes. Of course, it's not that hard to level up, but you can necessarily, I would say, write some names down on your phone. Really is a really good option if you want some heavyweights. If you want any wildcard Wednesday, wait till Wednesday when the new solos drop. So for example, veterans are coming out tomorrow. If you plan on basically powering up past any of those veterans, buy those power-ups tomorrow. But in terms of like some reduxes, I don't necessarily want you to buy now like Myles Garrett, for example. However, note them down on your phone, and basically whenever the odds boost hits or season 2 day 1 hits, you probably are going to want to pick up those power-up passes before they kind of spike. When everyone hits kind of level 40, level 45 after a couple days, you're probably going to see a lot of the popular 91, 92 overall players power-up spike like Myles Garrett, maybe like Darren Waller. Their power-ups are really cheap right now, and they probably are going to be as well cheap this weekend if there's not season 2. So maybe look to pick up some power-ups for some players that you plan on basically power-up passing in the next weeks with the season 2 release. And I know a lot of information. One last thing that kind of has to do with power-ups. We are going to be getting, if you remember, if you've been doing your solos all year, I have kind of been slacking on these for the past 4 to 5 weeks, but the legendary exchange for that kind of Nat Boss legend, we are not getting it this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So potentially maybe look to store some legend powers, because a lot of people, when they do this pack as well, you can basically just play all the solos right now. They don't expire. So a lot of people will probably just knock out like all 15 weeks of the solos to get the Nat legends. I'm pretty sure, I'm expecting that the legendary power-up cards basically, wouldn't be surprised if they kind of shoot up in price, because you only can get them through solo challenges once as well. They are in packs, but they're really cheap power-ups, and I wouldn't be shocked to kind of see a spike in the legendary power-up market. So that's kind of a thing to look ahead a week from now. But we went over Gridiron Forge 3, potentially Team Affinity 2, or Team Affinity basically content this Friday, some season 2 news and notes. I'm really hoping we get it this Friday. For content for me, no money spent today, just because there's not really much other than Team of the Week. Team of the Week, basically, if you're interested in that kind of Team of the Week investment, I'm targeting 90 overalls at under 42,000 coins. I'll put that in the comments below. But that's going to be all for this video. Remember, no money spent later today. No money spent or something, basically. Whatever, there's going to be a video basically tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be yet. No money spent market. Something is going to be coming out tomorrow afternoon. But that is all for today's video. Comment, like, subscribe. Discord link is in the description. Of course, always free to join. And until tomorrow, peace.